Hello YouTube, it's the Expat Gunner here again, this time with another video on the AimpointACRO P-2. This time I've got it to the range. I'm going to zero it and put it through its paces and see how it does. Stay tuned for more. Okay, so here we are. We're going to try and see where it is in terms of zero. I've basically slaved it to the front irons as a basic starting point. But let's go ahead and see how it does, and let's make some adjustments. So let's see how we've done. This is about 25 meters away. That was 5 shots. I'd say I'm pretty happy with that. Let's try and get in a zoom in a little bit better. How are we counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not bad at all. Okay, let's try some more. Okay, we're going to try these small precision targets around the side. Let's give it a shot. So we're going to go top left. Taking my time, shots. Let's see how we've done. So let's go and see how that looks close up. So again, we were aiming for that top left. As we can see, the original 5 shots I've done. That's about 15 meters. And I'd say that's not bad. And that's the initial zero. I haven't made any adjustments since I slaved it to the sights at home. So it's pretty good. Okay, let's try that Cowboy Target again. This is always a bit precarious because I don't want to actually hit my lens. But anyway, let's have a go. Okay, 3 shots. Let's see how we did. Okay, let's see how those 3 shots were. I was aiming for the heart. Trying to do it through the camera lens, 15 meters in live view on my Nikon D500. Not too bad. So I'm going to do freehand now without being behind the camera to see actually how accurate I can be from the same position. Not trying to look through the LCD screen on the camera. Anyway, let's have a go. So again, just around the outside, so maybe my dot's blooming, I need to take the brightness down, so I'm going to try, I'll patch these ones up and I'll try another 3 shots. Let's see. I think I'm more accurate this way. Lowering the dot brightness gave me a smaller area to focus on, and I'd say that's the 0 I've done. It's pretty good. I don't know, what do you think? Please feel free to leave a comment, and let's hopefully get this channel growing. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit what's changed with the AimpointACRO P-2, especially versus the AimpointACRO P-1. First of all, you'll notice the design is different. Although the form factor is similar and it shares the same mounting platform, the look and feel is significantly different above the original. First, you'll see that the battery cover has been moved from the right side to the left side, and the major point here is that it now accommodates a CR2032. Aimpoint promised with the new battery that it will last up to 5 years of continuous on setting 6 of 10, sorry. However, I expect it will last longer on the higher brightness settings because most people tend to run it at a higher setting, an 8 or 9. One thing to note straight away, one of my first observations was how bright it is compared to the AimpointACRO P-1 on the same settings. Aimpoint claims it's 30% brighter, and I would say this is pretty accurate from what I've seen. Another thing I really like about this new model versus the original are the buttons on the side. The original ACRO had 2 rubber touch buttons here, and they were easy to depress if you were manipulating the slide from the rear like this. It would be easy to actually change the adjustment. You really wanted a pistol like the G17 Gen 5 with the front serrations here to avoid that, as you could manipulate from the front. However, with this new model, the P2, we have these digital buttons. I'm not sure what they call them, but they're more rigid. You can only really press them with intent. I have no fear that they will be accidentally manipulated by slide manipulations, so that is one other bonus. The other great thing is it shares the same mounting platform as the original ACRO, so if you've had your slide milled or you already have an existing plate, then do not fear, this will just go straight on. The adjustment turrets are in the same positions as the original ACRO. The laser etching logo and serial have been moved over to the right side from the left, and you'll see these indentations on the front and the rear. These are for caps that if you want to mount the ACRO to a carbine or a rifle, then you can have an additional protective cap that goes over to give it that extra layer of protection. Above all else, it performs very similar. I've been happy with my original ACRO P-1 since I've had it since November last year, and it's been very, very good. However, I feel that the upgrades and the performance of this new model are definitely worth it, and I will be looking to get my hands on one as soon as I can. So I'd like to give a shout out to Baltic Armaments in Tallinn, Estonia. They were good enough to let me borrow this AimpointACRO P-2 for the purpose of this review, test and evaluation. As far as I'm aware, the AimpointACRO P-2 is available in limited quantities only, and it's only going to military and law enforcement agencies. So I think I'm one of the few that have been lucky enough to get my hands on one before it goes on general release. Anyway, this was just a quick overview, a quick look how it looks mounted to my Glock G17 Gen 5 MOS, and I have to say I'm very happy with its performance, and hopefully we'll see it out in the wild soon.